Well, better be prepared for this week. What's going on with your YouTube? Jumpman Chris here. We're coming back at y'all with another vid, guys. So we all been kind of speculating if and when or we're gonna be getting a shock drop for the Reimagined Breds. We're about 2 weeks away from the full release, which will be on February 17th. And usually if we do get a shock drop, it's usually within the timeline at least 2 to 3 weeks before the release. Now, last week I was expecting for us to get a shock drop. Didn't happen. But shouts to my guy Nicky B23. Hey, shouts to you, my homie. Anyways, he told me, and he's trying to tell you guys that yes, we will definitely gonna be getting a shock drop this week for sure. I hope. I'm wondering. I don't know. Obviously Nike can do whatever they want. They can go with either way they want. They can just decide guys, we don't want to do a shock drop this time. But most likely, definitely, we should be seeing a shock drop this week. Don't know the exact date just yet. My guess would be probably either Wednesday or Thursday. A lot of people already hit me up like, yo, it's definitely happening on February 1st. I definitely can see that. Usually we do get shock drops either on a Thursday, but we also have gotten shock drops on Wednesdays before too as well. All I'm saying is just be prepared for this week for a shock drop. You don't have to stare at your phone the entire all week just kind of waiting like this. You don't have to do that, all right? Just stay tuned. Once I get way more information, I will definitely let you guys know. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. And better yet, also follow me on my IG at Jumpman Chris, because once I find out any information and if I cannot make a video on time, I will definitely let you guys know. Time, place, and all that, all right? So sneakers app should be happening, shock drop, either Wednesday or Thursday. And usually what Nike does, when they do have a shock drop, they usually will announce it on the app and you'll get a notification on about 15 minutes before the actual shock drop. So as long as you have, download the sneakers app and you have the notifications on, you should be fine. I'm hoping it's a Leo. I really hope it's not like a draw or anything. Like I hope it's just in and out, like good to, just get in. But I expect to be, since there is some hype to it and there is going to be some demand for it, or a lot of demand for it, the app might get a little glitchy. We've seen it happen with Lost and Found. We did see before with the Lost and Founds. Remember, I remember when these came on and these released, it was probably one of the worst times to get on the sneakers app. But hopefully Nike got it down and they fixed all the bugs and stuff. So we'll see. But I just feel like, it's the demand-wise on these two, it's pretty close. Obviously, the Lost and Founds was way more demand. It was way more crazier. But I feel like it's getting there. Now, from the stock numbers, if you guys haven't seen, it's looking like a decent amount of stock from what I'm seeing. I'm just talking about men's sizes. It's looking around like 250,000 pairs for men's sizes alone. That is going to be the total stock numbers that's probably going to end up being on the sneakers app. For the shock drop, they usually do about either a quarter of it. So I expect about the shock drop, we might get like 40 to like 50,000 pairs on a shock drop. And then, once the release date happens on February 15th, 17th, then we'll actually get the whole full amount, whatever we have left, whatever's left, which is still a lot. 250 pairs is a lot. 250K is a lot. But there's definitely a lot of demand out there. Like, I see it already. Everyone's already talking about the Reimagined Breds being like one of the best sneakers in 2024 already. The hype is there. The demand is there. Everyone's going to go for them. It's right in the middle of tax season. The month of January has been super slow and really dry. So we've been waiting for a really good shoe. So do not get it twisted. These things will sell out instantly. And people are going to cop multiple pairs. I definitely see people copping like 1 or 2 pairs for themselves. And then you know how it is. Like everyone's gonna come out. The resellers, the moms, the dads, the old heads, all that. Overall, they're definitely a great shoe. It's definitely a really good shoe. So I think everyone's gonna enjoy these. So just put in some footwork. I think you'll be fine. You should be okay during release. But the big stock numbers, we already seen it already. Again, these stock numbers, take it with a grain of salt, because sometimes it's not all that accurate, but we'll have to wait and see. the smaller sizes, size 7 to 8, are usually like the more limited sizes. There's like less than like 5,000 pairs. Size 8's going like 10,000 pairs. But then once you get up to about a size 9 to all the way to, looks like a size 12, even a 13, it looks like a decent amount. I mean, a size 8.5 is like 12,000 pairs. A size 9 is about 20,000 stocks. And all the way down, the highest stock numbers is a size 10.5, which would be almost 25,000 pairs. Size 11, 22,000. Size 11.5 is usually a rare size, and a size 12 is about 18,000 pairs. Size 12.5, that's usually a really weird kind of like size. I never really go for that size, but you know, hey, about 3,000 pairs. I mean, still a lot though if you think about it. And a size 13 is going for about 12,000, and a size 14 is going for like 4,000. And then you got the bigger sizes, and they're gonna go all the way up to about a size 18. So yeah, man, there should be a decent amount of stock out there, and they're gonna be everywhere. Every retail store is gonna get them. Your best bet is probably gonna be Finish Line and JD Sports if you're trying to go through the local area. And of course, whatever your store is, like the Flex app, even though I have never won in the past few years to get on that. So, you know, I'm pretty sure like Hibbett Sports and City Gear is gonna get them. Also, your local sneaker boutiques, even DSG is gonna get them too as well. So there's gonna be plenty of options to get these things. Just as long, you're gonna have to put the footwork in though. And again, you're gonna have to put some footwork in. Don't just wake up on Saturday morning and get on Sneakers app and think you're gonna hit, because the Sneakers app is gonna get botted out. I'm telling you, it's gonna get botted out like crazy. So, like again, all the resellers, all the botters, all that, they're all gonna go for the Reimagined Breds. Guys, expect a shock drop this week. If we do not get a shock drop this week, then a shock drop is not gonna happen. But and also, I do expect at least an early EA from the exclusive access from Sneakers next week following. So usually they do a shock drop, then EA, then the drop. So I expect all that to happen. All right, so be prepared again, guys. I know a lot of people are gonna be excited for them. The demand is crazy, but just be a little patient. I think you guys gotta put a little bit of footwork in. Everyone should be able to cop, guys. Everybody should be able to cop these things for retail. Good luck trying to get these things. Resale wise, I mean, they're already kind of going a little bit up and down, but they're still gonna be somewhat kind of high, but I think it'll be fine. It shouldn't be too crazy. Like I'm thinking like maybe like 3 to like 350 depending on sizes, but again, we'll just have to wait and see. All right, anyway guys, just want to say good luck, guys. Thank you guys so much. Like I said, I try to make these videos to help you guys out as best as possible, so that way you guys can, you know, hit for retail. All right, so hey, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. If you guys don't mind, please hit that thumbs up, subscribe if it's your first time here, comment down below, and please hit that bell for all the notifications when I do drop vids. And don't forget to follow me on all my social media at Jumpman Chris on IG, sometime on Twitter, and don't forget Snapchat. I'm also on TikTok. Anyway guys, appreciate y'all, love y'all. I'm Jumpman Chris. Push.